everyone, welcome back to another video. This is our digital finance planner for your iPad. We are so excited to launch these and I think you're going to love this one. I love the colors. We have a lot of different options for you, so we should be able to have everything covered for whatever you need to keep track of financially. Okay, so we have monthly budget, bills and debt, paycheck budget, weekly check-ins, savings overview, net worth, passwords, and notes. So let's dive right in. Okay, so your monthly budget, I've got one started here to kind of give you guys an overview of what it might look like. It's just a mock budget. So goals for this month, stay on budget, of course. And then checklist, stay for vacation, and sell bookshelf, and then you could just check them off as you go. This has a spot for your income and your savings. Down here, I love this little monthly layout. You can put the dates in for each month, and you can kind of write in what bills you have due on what day, which I think is just incredible to be able to keep track of because sometimes I forget what I've got coming out on what day. And then just it's a simple monthly budget system. So you have housing, personal, food, debt, health, giving, transportation, and other. And then down here, total budgeted, total actual, and difference. And then we've got some ideas of stuff that you would type in here, but you can also add text or writing to add more things in. If you slide over, we have an expense tracker. So you can put what the description, the date, and the category. And I love this part because you can put the amount, but then you could put whether it was a want or a need. So you have credit, cash, and debit, but also if it was a want or a need. Okay, and then over to the bills and debt tab, we have a bills tracker, and I love this bill tracker, guys. It is so neat the way that this is set up. Okay, so you have your monthly bill tracker. You put all your months in here, or all your bills, your monthly bills, the amount, the due date, whether it's set up on auto pay, and then January through December, you can mark if you've got it paid for that month. So you can check, or you could fill in, or what I like to do is just color in. It's super easy. I'll show you. Just do a pen and say, I've got this paid for the month. I would just trace that M, and then that's paid for March. So super fun. And then down here at the bottom, we have quarterly. So these are the bills for the quarterly payments. These actually still say monthly bills up here, but it is changed on the one that's on the shop. This was before I had it completely finished. Okay, so you'll put your bills in here that are due quarterly, the amount, the due date, whether it's on auto pay, and then the tracker. So you can put what day it was paid, or you could color this in, or whatever you want to do. But we have places for all the quarters. And then semi-annual. So you put your bill here for that amount, due date, whether it's on auto pay, and then your 2 times that you'll pay that, and then your annual bills. So we all have those bills that we want to pay once a year or twice a year, and this is a great way to keep track of all of your bills on the same page. We gave you a notes section over here just in case you need to keep track of anything. Sometimes if we pay too much, or there's a credit on a bill, or whatever, we just have a notes page there for you to keep track of any notes. Okay, moving on to the next tab, we have paycheck. Okay, so this is paycheck budget. So this is if you get paid, multiple times a month and you don't really want to do the monthly budget system, then you can just go to this tab and do the paycheck system. So you'd put the paycheck date up here, and then we just have a simple budget system: income, goals, fixed expenses, variable expenses, and cash envelopes, sinking funds, and other. And then you keep your totals down here. And this would be for the next paycheck. And then you can keep all your paychecks, just keep going. Okay, so you can duplicate any of these pages depending on how many paychecks you have for that month. Super easy to do. Cash envelopes if you use Dave Ramsey, or you can just do variable expenses. And then sinking funds are those things that we keep track of, like kids' clothes, vacations, stuff that we know we have coming up, but it's not necessarily a bill for every month. That's what a sinking fund is. Okay, and then if you go over to weekly check-ins, sorry, I'm just scrolling instead of hitting, but you can do either. Okay, so the weekly check-ins, this is really convenient if you're keeping up with how much you spend on groceries, gas, and that kind of thing, and you do the envelope system. You can put the month in here, and then week 1, you could put what category you have spent. So let's say we spent on food. We spent $50, and we allow ourselves $200 for the whole month to eat out. So our remaining would be $150 in this, and then any notes that I'd want to put here. And then say we spent on week 2, we spent $50. Well, then that's going to leave you $100. And you kind of keep track on if you're spending about the same amount every month, if you go over 1 week, that sort of a thing. So I love the weekly check-ins. And then over here we have sinking funds. So like I was talking about, kids' clothes, birthdays, Father's Day, Christmas vacation. You could put your start balance, if you added anything to the envelope, if you took anything away, and then what your ending balance is for that month. And you can keep that going for all 12 months of the year. And this would be transactions that you had just out of your sinking funds. So absolutely loving this setup. We're gonna have lots of videos showing you how to use this, but this is just a quick overview. Okay, so this is our savings tracker pages. On the left-hand side, you'll see a quote, and then on the right-hand side, you can put what you're saving for and then your financial, goals to get up to the certain amount. So you could put like you're trying to save for, 2,000. So you start at 300, and then I have 900, and then I have 1,200, and so on. And then you can click on, what I like about this is you can click on this little highlighter over here, and then you can just pick a color that you want, and then you can start filling in how far up you got. Oop, that is not the color that I needed. So you can start filling in how much of the goal that you have saved so far. So say we're at 1,200, we could fill all this in. And I just think that's super fun, and it kind of gives you a visual of how close you are to reaching your goal. Okay, and then we have vacation savings. So say we need $4,000 for vacation. This is what you need to save. And then you can see you've already got it filled up here. Then you can kind of see how far you've got saved for your vacation. And then we have another quote over here to the side. And then we have an adventure fund. And then we have just a simple savings tracker. These are 4 different things you're saving for: your project, your goal, your due date, and then the deposit and the balance. So you can just save for multiple different things and kind of keep track of how it is coming. Okay, overview is your year overview. If you want to write down dates or events or stuff you're trying to save for, or to be out of debt by a certain month, you could use this for multiple purposes. And then a notes page. Net worth, I think, is kind of fun and neat for every family to do. Kind of see what your net worth is for your family. So your assets would be cash, real estate, personal property, and investments. And then your liabilities would be mortgages, debts, and loans. And then just a notes page here to keep any notes of anything that you want to corresponding to that. And then we have the passwords tracker for you to keep all of your passwords in the same location. And then we have a notes page, and you can add as many as these onto the back to keep track of all of your notes. So we hope you absolutely love this financial planner. Hopefully it covers all of your needs. You can download this today in our shop on Breezy Organization on Etsy. The links are below. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll catch you on the next one.